Hello, Happy New Year, and I can't believe that we're nearly a week into 2017 and this is the first video I've been able to upload, so apologies for that. But as promised and discussed in my last video, I'm going to talk about oxytocin, which is one of the fabulous hormones that is required for the birthing process. It's one of four of a cocktail of hormones, the others being endorphins, melatonin and prolactin, but tonight I want to focus on oxytocin because it's just brilliant. So oxytocin is a neuropeptide that is often cited as the love hormone, but it's so much more than that. A woman experiences the biggest rush of oxytocin immediately after the birth of a child, and people often talk about that experience, that rush of love, and that's that oxytocin flowing, baby. So yeah, when someone talks about a rush of love for their child, it's this wonderful hormone called oxytocin. It helps you during labour to actually have good, regular surges, effective surges. So it's really important to ensure that the mum doesn't go into panic mode, which is our fight or flight response, because that produces adrenaline, which actually stops and hinders the production of oxytocin. So that's why we want to keep a birthing environment really loving and warm, with nice soothing tones and all the things that I talk about all the time, because it actually stops the panic and it means that we get effective flowing, pulsing oxytocin, because oxytocin is released in pulses. It actually helps a mother and a dad actually to bond with their baby, so that can be experienced through skin to skin contact with mum or dad. You know, a dad massaging baby's back whilst on mum is ideal, and it actually helps also produce the milk ejection reflex, so to help with successful breastfeeding. Prolactin, which also helps with the milk ejection reflex, depends on oxytocin being present, and the two correlate massively in studies of breastfeeding and what goes on during within a mum's body during breastfeeding. It actually has, I suppose, other effects as well. I was going to say side effects, but that sounds really bad. It has other positive side effects, oxytocin, and studies have proven that the production of oxytocin actually lowers blood pressure and helps to block stress receptors. Oxytocin is released during times of feeling loved, so a good 20-second hug, and I know this sounds, you know, hokey, but a 20-second hug with someone you love or doing something pleasurable, I'll come on to that, actually releases oxytocin. So a way of keeping ourselves well throughout life, not just it being a fabulous birthing hormone, but actually is to stimulate the release of oxytocin, and that is through doing things that we enjoy and love, thinking about someone we love, petting your animal, you know, hugging a partner, hugging your child. So it's a really lovely hormone to be aware of, because we can get an instant hit of feeling good and feeling loved by doing a simple thing. It does actually have physiological effects as well as psychological effects, and oxytocin has been proven to aid digestion and also help with stimulating growth as well, and particularly in newborns, which they will get oxytocin passing through breast milk as well. So it's really important for the development of the neocortex. Oxytocin actually does increase our pain threshold. So if we go back to thinking about labour, if we are doing all those things to create a really nice birthing environment, and the mother is feeling loved and supported and is into her alpha brainwaves or theta brainwaves, which oxytocin helps to get us into as well, it actually increases our pain threshold. So many women who haven't even done hypnobirthing report that labour perhaps isn't as painful as they expect, and that is because our pain threshold increases with the production of oxytocin. So if we really go for that and really enjoy our labours more and are not going into them so scared, we're going to be increasing our pain threshold, meaning that things like other pain relief methods may not be necessary. So that's really cool as well. I said I'd come on to pleasure. Oxytocin is released during orgasm for both men and women. So the more we can get of oxytocin being produced, whether we're having a baby or not, again throughout life, is really, really good for us physically and mentally. So yay. That's just all I want to say about oxytocin. There's loads more that we actually do cover in my antenatal class. And one thing I wanted to perhaps finish on is lots of people look at active birthing classes and hypnobirthing classes and antenatal classes. And essentially, a hypnobirthing class is an antenatal class. It is an active labour class. You get so much more with hypnobirthing as well. You get the tools and techniques. You get fun jokes from me, fun facts, Susie's fun facts. So if you're interested in learning a lot more about oxytocin and how hypnobirthing can help you and your partner, please do drop me a line. I'm on Facebook, Balanced Birth Hypnobirthing. My email is hello@balancedbirth.co.uk. So yeah, perhaps swing by, drop me a line. I'd be more than happy to talk to you in a bit more detail. So Happy New Year, everyone. And yeah, I'll look forward to catching up soon. Okay, bye.